Let's start that over. Any individuals wishing to make public comment before the committee, either online or in person, please raise your hand. And I'm in as a panelist, so I can see whose hands are joined. And at this time, I see no hands. Please correct me if I'm wrong. With no public comments, we'll move on to approval of the minutes dated March 21, 2023. Any of the committee members have any questions or revisions in regards to the minutes?
None.
Hearing none, unless there are objections, we will accept them as presented. Hearing no objections are good. Let's go on to consideration of claims approval report dated April 10th, 2023. Again, any questions or clarifications required on the warrants? And I received no emails of questions. You okay?
I'm good.
All right, with that, we'll accept the warrants as presented unless there are objections. No objections, they are accepted. With that, we'll move into discussions on upcoming agenda bills. Council Chambers AV update. Is that a carryover from last week? Or are we actually having an update again tonight?
We're not having an update tonight. It's moved to the next F&A meeting.
Okay. And then fee for service agreement.
There's not an update on that yet.
All right, so we'll carry that forward in there. And with that, we will move. Am I a week ahead? Were we going to have discussions about a council discussion in regards to committees? Or was that going to move to next F&A? Okay, move to next F&A. Let's proceed on to approval of the council agenda. Can we scroll down to the council agenda and get down into that? All right, we'll do, oops, right there. We'll do council position number 5, oath of office, appointment of Economic Development Commission, state of the city presentation. Mayor, how long do you expect that one?
10 or 15 minutes.
Okay. Proclamation Volunteer Appreciation Week, and we'll move on to the consent agenda. Which will be meeting minutes for council retreat, day 1 and day 2. Council regular meeting and council special meeting on the 27th and 28th respectively. And we'll have approval of the claims report. Once we get down to Parks and Public Workers, a couple items that move up under consent. All right, let's go ahead and scroll down. There you go. Agenda Bill 23014 can go based on prior discussion, may move up to consent, as well as the approval purchase of 4 vehicles may move to consent, as well as declaration on surplus of property may move to consent. The last item, yeah, it's the building remains on the regular portion of the agenda. So first 3 agenda bills can move up to consent for Parks and Public Works. Okay. And then with that, we have no other items for F&A, Public Safety, or Committee of the Whole. We'll move on to Mayor's report, community liaison reports, department reports. We're not planning executive session this time.
We had an executive session at the last council meeting. We continued some of those items to a future council meeting. Originally, we had talked about doing it at Monday night's meeting, but in fact, it will be on the meeting on the 24th.
On the 24th, okay.
We still
Nope.
do need an executive session though,
We still are,
for something else.
we still will have an executive session.
Dina, you have your hand up?
Yes, thank you, committee chair. I think the appointment to the Economic Development Commission is being stricken. And I also listened to the minutes from last night, and it looks like there is the AB 23049 comprehensive plan, which was moved to the consent agenda. It's not on this agenda, but for whatever reason. And then there was the Public Safety Committee had AB 23050 and MOU with the school district. And that, I believe, is also on the consent agenda.
Yes.
Yes, to the other one from the CD.
Okay,
We did say consent. in the
Okay.
committee meeting.
well, why the comp plan on consent?
It's just a contract to have the work done
Oh.
because we don't have employees, because we're down some employees, so we're contracting to have it done.
Okay.
It's all covered by existing, but
Yeah, the comp plan is kind of a big thing. I didn't
yeah,
wanna-
no, it's just a contract to have that keep moving forward.
Okay,
We're not to that point yet. But just to be clear, there will be a brief executive session
At this meeting.
at
at
this meeting.
this meeting, yeah.
At this meeting, there will be a brief executive session.
And the MOU is also consent with
That's-
the school district?
Yes.
Oh,
There,
okay.
it's an ongoing contract and is quite extensive. If you look at other cities' agreements, this one is lengthy and is well thought out. So there shouldn't be any concern about it.
Okay.
If it gets pulled from the consent, we will address it in session.
Okay, I'm just,
Yeah.
MOUs where I'm actually making a commitment to an external entity, I have a hard time with them on consent, but that's just me personally. Okay. Any other items of note for the agenda?
That's all that I had. Thank you.
All right, and that leads us to the end of I don't know what to do now. Well, this might be tied for my shortest. Are there any other subjects for discussion for the committee tonight?
Well-run meeting.
Thank you for your
Very good.
efficiency.
If not,
Right.
we're adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you.